So inserting node at beginning of circular linked list. So what is the logic for it? Let us discuss now. So for insertion we need to have two checks mainly. So first check is if there are no nodes, if there are any nodes. These two checks we need to done before it. So to insert a node we need to create a node. So we need to create a new node. So how we can create is new node is equal to struct c node star. Will be using the malloc function size of struct c node. So the data type of this new node is struct c node star. We are using this c node because we have already declared the structure as struct c node. We already discussed about it earlier. The second step is after creating a new node we need to insert data to this new node. Insert data to the new node. So how we can insert? We can do it using the scanf function. So we can take the input from the user. So scanf underscore value, let's say. So before it we need to define the value into value scanf value. So we need to insert this value into the data field of the new node. So new node info data is equal to value. This is done. Next, so we need to check these two conditions. So if there are no nodes, if head is equal to null means, then what we need to do is, so we need to assign head and tail both to the new node. So this is how it looks like. So after creating, so this is the new node we have created and we are assigning the head to it, also the tail to the same node. And as it is a circle linked list, we need to establish this connection also, that is a tail of next. So tail arrow next is equal to head. So this is done. Next, so if it is not the situation, then the second case means if there are multiple nodes, let's say this is the node 1, this is the node 2. So this is the head and this is the tail. Now I want to insert a new node at the beginning. So how it will looks like is this thing. So I want to put this circle linked list here. I want to make this node as head node. So these two things I should be doing. So for this what I will be doing is, let me create a so this is the new node, right? This is the new node. So what I can do, so firstly I can establish this connection, tail arrow next is equal to new node. This is fine. So this connection was established. Next, I also need to establish this connection also, right? So by establishing this connection was broken. So we don't have this connection anymore. Okay, the first step is done. The second step, I will assign this head so to the new node. Okay, instead of it I will be doing this as second step and this as third step. So the second step, what is happening here, new node of next is equal to head. So this connection was also established. Now I will make this head, this new node as head. Okay, so this connection was established and this connection was established and the head, so the head is now with the new node, so there is no anymore this connection. So all these three steps are done and this is the updated circular node with total 3 nodes in it. So now what we'll be talking about is, so insert node at end of circular linked list. So here the first step is to insert a node. We need to create a new node. So create new node. So how we need to create a new node, we have already discussed it in the earlier step in the earlier program. And the second step is insert data into this new node. Insert data into new node. We can do it by the scanf function. So using the scanf function, we will be reading the data from the user input, and then what we'll be doing is that new node of data is equal to the value which we do from the scanf person value. And in the third step, so here there are two scenarios that are possible. The first scenario is there are no nodes, and the second scenario there exist some nodes. If head is equal to null, means there are no nodes that are present. In this case, I will be assigning head is equal to tail is equal to the new node which I have created. Means this is the new node which I have created, right? So initially there is no node, so now I will be assigning this head and tail. So head will be assigned here only, tail also will be assigned to this only. I will be assigned to new node only. Also here we need to do something which we have also missed in the earlier step, that is in circular linked list this connection should be there, right? So here the tail of next should be put as head, so then only it will be completed as circular linked list with one node. In the next step, so if it is not the scenario, if there are already the nodes that are existing, so like let's say these two are the nodes that are already existing. So this is how the connection is. So this is currently the head, and this will be the tail, and the tail will be connected to head. Let's say this information is already 20, this information is already 30, let's say. So now I want to create a new node. So now I want to create a new node at the end of a circular linked list. So with data we have already scanned from the user input, let's say we'll be putting it as 30. So now what I want to do, so this is the connection which I should establish. Also from this node I should be able to put this thing, and now I want to make this as a tail. So these three steps I need to done. So we know this is the new node, right? So the first step what we'll be doing is that tail of next is equal to new node. So tail of next is equal to new node means this connection will be established, and we'll be losing this connection because this connection was already established. And in the second step I can do this thing. In the second step, so this new node of next I will be assigning it to the head. Okay, the second step is done. In the third step I will move this tail, so the tail I will be assigning it to the new node. So now the updated tail is this thing. So yeah, this completes the whole circular linked list with updated 3 nodes.